और विशेष रूप से उद्योगपति और जिन्होंने केमिकल के क्षेत्र में हिंदुस्तान को आगे ले जाने का काम किया है, ऐसे अनेक लोगों ने अपना अनुभव, अपना शिक्षण, अपना रिसर्च इस संस्था में किया है। आने वाले समय में हमारे देश को आत्मनिर्भर भारत बनाना ये प्रधानमंत्री जी का उद्दिष्ट है। $5 ट्रिलियन की इकोनॉमी, आत्मनिर्भर भारत, और उसके साथ साथ वर्ल्ड की 3rd लार्जेस्ट इकोनॉमी अगर ये बनना है तो हमें फ्यूचरिस्टिक रिसर्च में काफ़ी ध्यान देना होगा। केमिकल इंडस्ट्री और केमिकल, ऑर्गेनिक और किसी भी प्रकार के केमिकल्स जो है उनका जो विशेष रूप से महत्व है वो हमारे विकास में और हमारे प्रक्रिया इंडस्ट्री में बहुत महत्वपूर्ण है। इसमें काफ़ी रिसर्च हुआ है, रिसर्च हो रहा है और वर्ल्ड स्टैंडर्ड का ये रिसर्च हमारे देश के भविष्य के लिए बहुत उपयोगी है। मैं अक्सर एक बात दोहराता हूँ कि इनोवेशन, एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप, साइंस, टेक्नोलॉजी, रिसर्च स्किल एंड सक्सेसफुल प्रैक्टिसेस, वी नेम इट एज नॉलेज, एंड कन्वर्शन ऑफ नॉलेज इनटू वेल्थ इज द फ्यूचर। मुझे इस बात की खुशी है कि निश्चित प्रकार से इस संस्था का योगदान हमारे देश के भविष्य के निर्माण में बहुत बड़ा है। ये संस्था अभी ग्रीन हाइड्रोजन पर भी बहुत अच्छा कार्य कर रही है। उन्होंने काफ़ी अच्छे प्रकार से उस पर रिसर्च किया है। ये फ्यूचरिस्टिक रिसर्च देश को समृद्ध, संपन्न बनाएगा और एक्सपोर्ट को बढ़ाने में योगदान देगा। मुझे बहुत खुशी है कि 100 साल पुराने आपने पूरे किए इस उपलक्ष्य में, इस कार्यक्रम में मुझे व्यक्तिगत रूप से शरीक होने के लिए आमंत्रित किया था, पर आज मैं दिल्ली में हूँ और कार्यक्रम की व्यस्तता के कारण मैं मुंबई नहीं आ पाया हूँ। इसलिए मैं आप सब लोगों से क्षमा मांगता हूँ। इस संस्था को आज तक जिन्होंने अपना कंट्रीब्यूशन देकर इतना बड़ा बनाया, उन पूर्व सभी प्रमुख लोगों को मैं विशेष रूप से आदरांजलि अर्पित करता हूँ। और वर्तमान स्थिति में जो लोग इसका नेतृत्व कर रहे हैं और जिनके नेतृत्व में संस्था लगातार आगे जा रही है, उनके उज्जवल भविष्य की कामना करते हुए उनको भी बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं देता हूँ। 100 साल के उपलक्ष्य में यहाँ के सभी प्राध्यापक, शिक्षक, विद्यार्थी, रिसर्चर, इन सबको फिर से एक बार बहुत बहुत बधाई। और आपके इस ऐतिहासिक क्षण में मुझे शरीक होने का मौका आपने दिया, इसलिए आपके प्रति बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। नमस्कार।
Ladies and gentlemen, it's our honor to have His Excellency Governor of West Bengal join us for this prestigious event here today. And we would also like to thank our Chief Patron, Nitin G. Gadkari, Honorable Union Minister of Road Transport and Highways, Government of India, to have shared this video message with all of us. I request Professor G.D. Yadav to bring along. We already have our chief guest on the stage. We would also like Professor M.M. Sharma, Dr. R.A. Mashelkar, and Professor M. Lakshmi Kantam to join us on the stage. A very warm welcome to all the dignitaries on this dais and everyone present for this evening today. I would request everyone to rise for the national anthem and followed by the state anthem.
पंजाब सिंधु गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल गंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंगा तब शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तब जय गाथा जन गण मंगल दायक जय हे मार्ग विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
सह्याद्रीचा सिंह गर्जत शिवशंभू राजा
दरी दरीतून नाद गुंजला महाराष्ट्र माझा
जय महाराष्ट्र माझा गर्जा महाराष्ट्र माझा काळ्या छातीवरी घोरली अभिमानाची लेणी
ओलादी मनगटे खेळती खेळ जीव घेणी
दारिद्र्याच्या उन्हात शिजला निखळाच्या घामाने भिजला देश गौरवासाठी झिजला दिल्लीचे ही रक्तदानी महाराष्ट्र माझा जय महाराष्ट्र माझा गर्जा महाराष्ट्र माझा जय जय महाराष्ट्र माझा
I would now request Professor G.D. Yadav to welcome His Excellency Governor of West Bengal, Dr. C.V. Ananda Bose, with a bouquet of flowers, please. Thank you. I would now request all the dignitaries on the dais to light the lamp and officially inaugurate the two-day conference. While we have the lamp set up for the lighting of the lamp ceremony, ladies and gentlemen, it's truly an honor to stand before this distinguished gathering today, where we celebrate not just a milestone, but a century of progress, innovation, and transformation. We are here to honor 100 years of chemical industry in India, a cornerstone of our nation's economic and industrial revolution. I, Dipti Joshi, your Master of Ceremonies, for this momentous occasion, I am deeply privileged to share this stage with stalwarts who have shaped and revolutionized this dynamic industry. We are also joined by visionaries, thought leaders, and legends with over 40 years of extensive experience who have left indelible marks on the global chemical landscape. As we have the dignitaries on the dais lighting the lamp, may this light also lead us to further knowledge. May it also support us in our risk-taking abilities. Just as Dr. Mashelkar said, we need to take risks in the future. And I would also like to quote, in his words, as our chemist of the century, Bharat Ratna Professor C.N.R. Rao says, Indian chemists have played a pivotal role in shaping global scientific thought and innovation. From pioneering fundamental discoveries to developing transformative applications, their contributions have made India a beacon of excellence in the chemical sciences, and we couldn't agree more with Sir. I would now request Professor Ganpati D. Yadav, President, Indian Chemical Society, Bhatnagar Fellow, CSIR, National Science Chair, Emeritus Professor of Eminence, former Vice Chancellor and Padma Shri awardee, to please share his welcome address with this august gathering.
Namaskar. His Excellency, Honorable Dr. C.V. Ananda Babu, the Governor of West Bengal, where the Indian Chemical Society was born on 9th of May 1924. My Guru, everybody's Guru, Padma Vibhushan, Professor M.N. Sharma, Fellow of Royal Society, my Guru Bandhu and also Professor Sharma's student, Padma Vibhushan, Dr. R.A. Mashalkar, FRS, my colleague, the revered Dr. M. Lakshmi Kantam, who is the Dr. B.P. Godrej, Distinguished Professor of Green Chemistry and Sustainability Engineering in ICT Mumbai, and she is also the former director of IICT Hyderabad, first woman director. Distinguished members of the audience, the invitees, award winners, family members of the past award winners, heroes of our profession, the young scientists, members of media, ladies and gentlemen. 100 years, a century. Century has a lot of meaning in cricket, but completing century of a fabulous society which was established by none other than Acharya P.C. Ray, along with his distinguished colleagues, J.N. Mukherjee, Dr. S.S. Bhatnagar, and Acharya, he was also called Acharya, Dr. J.C. Ghosh. Ladies and gentlemen, as I told you that 100 years celebration of chemistry. Why now? Because when the society was established, people realized the importance of chemistry. And not only Acharya P.C. Ray was an entrepreneur, the first startup company was by him, the Bengal Chemicals and Pharmaceuticals, established on 12th of April 1901. He was also responsible for starting the Indian Chemical Manufacturers Association, which is now located in Mumbai, called Indian Chemical Council. Ladies and gentlemen, this is an extraordinary year, and I'm particularly happy that our honorable chief guest was there on 9th of May 2023 when we inaugurated this function. He was there. He blessed us. So, sir, we are once again grateful to you for accepting our invitation and to be here in Mumbai. We gather here to honor the heroes whose visionary contributions have shaped the destiny of this nation, the economy of this nation. Normally, people don't give any credit to chemical and allied industry in this elusive world where everybody's talking about data science, AI and all, but it requires materials and chemicals. Without that, you cannot advance. So we are indeed lucky to have heroes from fine chemicals, refineries, petrochemicals, polymers, pigments, materials, name it, fragrances, flavors, and also service industry like water treatment industries and also EPC and whatnot. We want to honor these heroes today. the legends of your Rasayan Udyog. So I must reveal that some of them are called as Mahamharshis. Maharshi is a great sage, the Indian culture, scriptures. We have Maharshis. We have also a Brahmarshi, only one Brahmarshi. Is a knowledge encyclopedia. We have Udyog Maharatnas, Udyog Ratnas, Udyog Yuvashri, and some other persons whom we want to felicitate today. Although I reached out to countless individuals and organizations for their input, whatever I could get was gathered, edited, and put in the copy table book. This will be a collector's item. I can assure you that. It will be a collector's item. And we will have advanced, revised series, sequel of this book. Many of you will write to me, I can assure you that. So as a part of this tribute, family members and representatives of those individuals who are no longer with us have been invited. We tried to reach many people, some of them at last minute, but we tried to reach. So pardon me if you did not get the invitation on time, but we were trying very hard. And adding to this, book which I have edited, you perhaps remember that on 23rd of January 2024, we felicitated Bharat Ratna Professor C.N.R. Rao. He was not able to travel to Mumbai or Calcutta. I went to Bangalore. We felicitated him as the chemist of the century. We felicitated him as the chemist of the century. His contributions to Indian science, policymaking, chemistry, and whatnot is beyond description. Although he is physically not that well, still he goes to the lab, writes research papers. Can you believe that spirit? He is our real hero. This event is not merely celebration, but a reverent homage to the architects of India's chemical revolution and its enduring legacy. I thank all my colleagues. But should there be any shortcomings, the responsibility is solely mine and mine alone. So I am saying two Sanskrit standards. One of them is long live the Indian Chemical Society and legacy. Ayam samsthanam anantam pratishthanam prapyudnat. And because everybody is talking these days in G20 elsewhere, they say Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. An actual slok from Maha-Upanishad is what? Ayam nija paro neti gananam lagu chetasam. Udara charitanam mantu Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. We always say, this is mine, that is yours. But our scriptures and our philosophy in India says, the world is ours, the world belongs to us, and we must protect it. The sustainability of the world is on our shoulders, and that is where chemistry, chemical sciences, and engineering will come to that rescue. Dhanyavad.
Ladies and gentlemen, as mentioned by Professor Yadav, we are here for this momentous, glorious occasion. It is about completing 100 glorious years for our industry. We should have a round of applause, and as he mentioned, there is also a coffee table book that has been launched, and we couldn't have it any other way but His Excellency Governor of West Bengal join us and unveil this coffee table book. So I would request our team here to play the AV, as we also request His Excellency Governor of West Bengal, Dr. C.V. Ananda Bose, to unveil the coffee table book. As we are here to honor 100 years of the chemical industry and to celebrate this cornerstone moment, we also have planned a surprise as there's a great legacy behind ICS. Let's have a glimpse of all the prominent personalities who have helped in shaping ICS. Can I request the team to please play the AV?
100 years ago, in 1924, the visionary Sir Acharya Prafulla Chandra Ray laid the foundation of the Indian Chemical Society, a beacon of scientific progress that would illuminate the path for generations to come. From humble beginnings, it has grown into a cornerstone of India's scientific and industrial landscape, fostering innovation, collaboration, and excellence in the field of chemistry. For a century, the Indian Chemical Society has flourished under the visionary leadership of its presidents. Their guidance has united brilliant minds, driven groundbreaking discoveries, and upheld a legacy of excellence, ensuring chemistry's transformative impact on society. As we celebrate this centennial milestone, we honor three stalwarts whose contributions have defined India's global standing in chemistry. Bharat Ratna Professor C.N.R. Rao, the chemist of the century, Rasayan Maharshi, revolutionized material science and chemistry. Padma Vibhushan Professor M.M. Sharma, the Rasayan Brahmashri, transformed chemical engineering and industrial innovation. Padma Vibhushan Dr. R.A. Mashelkar, the Rasayan Maharshi, blended innovation with societal impact. The heroes of yesteryears laid the foundation of India's chemical legacy through groundbreaking discoveries and unmatched dedication. Their innovations transformed industries, inspired future generations, and positioned India as a global leader in chemistry. Their passion for science and commitment to progress shaped a century of remarkable achievements. As we honor their legacy, we celebrate the vision that continues to guide us toward a brighter future. Today, the Indian Chemical Society continues to lead with vision, embracing sustainability, green chemistry, and cutting-edge research to address the challenges of our times. From clean energy to life-saving pharmaceuticals, the ripple effects of this legacy are felt across industries and lives. Under the leadership of its current president, Padma Shri Professor G.D. Yadav, the Rasayan Maharatna has strengthened its mission to foster innovation, collaboration, and excellence, ensuring that Indian chemistry continues to shine on the global stage. As we celebrate 100 years of excellence, we honor a legacy that has transformed lives, driven progress, and inspired innovation. Let this occasion ignite curiosity, driven progress, and pave the way for another century of brilliance. Together, we stand on the shoulders of giants, ready to create a brighter tomorrow.
I hope everyone enjoyed this AV as much as we had the joy of putting it together for everybody. I would now request Dr. R.A. Mashelkar for a special address. I welcome him to the dais.
Honorable Governor, my Guru, Professor M.M. Sharma, Dr. G.D. Yadav, ladies and gentlemen, it's a very great evening of celebration of a century. As I said a little earlier, chemistry is life, life is chemistry. That's the mantra our Guru has given. And there are so many present in the audience, and not anymore here, but everywhere, who have made the difference. And thank you, Professor Yadav, for remembering them all, celebrating them all, because their spirit will live forever. They are our timeless inspirator. I'm particularly grateful to you for giving me this opportunity to speak a little earlier on a rather technical topic in terms of the future. And I feel grateful that you thought that I was worthy of being felicitated among all these stars, among all these giants. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you, Dr. Mashelkar. Ladies and gentlemen, we also have the privilege of receiving another video from none other than Chief Minister of Maharashtra, Shri Devendra Fadnavis ji, as he could not be present with us today. He has sent us a video. Can I request the team to share his thoughts, please?
Namaskar. At the outset, I welcome all the distinguished scientists, industry leaders, academicians, and policymakers who have come to Mumbai for this conference. The milestone of 100 years of chemistry is not only a remarkable testament to the immense progress and contribution this field has made to science, technology, and the society, but also a moment of immense pride for our nation and the global scientific community. Chemistry as a bridge between fundamental sciences and practical applications has been instrumental in addressing some of the most pressing challenges of our times and shaping our modern world. Maharashtra has always been at the forefront of the scientific and the industrial progress. It takes a great pride in being home to the pioneering institutions, industries, and the researchers whose contribution have left an indelible mark on the global stage. From advanced research in chemistry to fostering industrial innovation, Maharashtra continues to be a beacon of excellence in science and technology. The centenary celebration of the Indian Chemical Society, established in 1924 by the visionary Sir Acharya Prafulla Ray, is a profound tribute to a century of dedication to advancing the chemical sciences. It underscores the critical role chemistry plays in innovation, sustainability, and societal progress. I commend the Indian Chemical Society for its extensive programs that celebrate this extraordinary journey while looking towards the future with determination and purpose. As we commemorate this incredible legacy, I urge the scientific community, the academia, and the industry leaders to come together and collaborate in addressing critical challenges. From green chemistry to clean energy solutions and sustainable development, the next century of chemistry must be one of impact and transformation. To everyone gathered here today in Mumbai for this momentous occasion, I extend my heartfelt congratulations and the best wishes. Let this event inspire the next generation of the chemists, of the researchers, and innovators to carry forward this rich legacy with renewed vigor and vision. Jai Hind, Jai Maharashtra.
We would like to thank Devendraji Fadnavis for his thoughts. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the moment has arrived where we are celebrating personalities from the industry. We have a celebration of achievers of Indian chemical industry, and we will be doing a recognition and sharing awards for everyone who deserves the most from this industry. And we couldn't await the moment as some special awards that are conferred by ICS to celebrate these legendary personalities will be given at the hands of His Excellency Dr. C.V. Ananda Bose. I would now request His Excellency Dr. C.V. Ananda Bose to felicitate our following awardees. And as Professor Yadav mentioned, we have also given them certain titles. Our very first awardee, Rasayan Brahmashri, Professor M.M. Sharma, former Director, Institute of Chemical Technology, Mumbai, Padma Vibhushan awardee. What a great moment, ladies and gentlemen. A big round of applause for Padma Vibhushan, Professor M.M. Sharma. We've awarded him the Rasayanam Brahmashri Award. Definitely calls for a standing ovation. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Our next award for the evening, Rasayanam Maharshi, Dr. R.A. Mashelkar, former Director General, CSIR and Secretary DSIR GOI, Padma Vibhushan, Dr. R.A. Mashelkar. Rasayan Maharshi, Dr. R.A. Mashelkar. A third award for the evening, Rasayan Ratna, Professor M. Lakshmi Kantam, Chair NOC 100 Years of Chemistry Celebration, Dr. B.P. Godrej, Professor of Green Chemistry and Sustainability Engineering, ICT Mumbai and former Director, CSIR, IICT Hyderabad. Our next award, Rasayan Udyog Maharatna, to none other than Mr. Mukesh Ambani, CMD Reliance Industries Limited. I would request Mr. Kamal Nanawat, to come up on stage to receive the award. And also Mr. Dhirubhai Ambani. Ladies and gentlemen, let's play our respect and give a round of applause to the most iconic industrialist, Mr. Dhirubhai Ambani and Mr. Mukesh Ambani, Reliance Industries. Rasayan Mahamaharshi, Shri Dhirubhai Ambani, and Rasayan Udyog Maharatna, Mr. Mukesh Ambani. Our next awardee for the evening, Shri Aditya Birla Group, awarded as Rasayan Udyog Mahamaharshi. And Mr. Kumar Mangalam, Chairperson Aditya Birla Group, as Rasayan Udyog Maharatna. Madam Rajashri Birla will collect the award on their behalf. Our next set of awards are Lifetime Achievement Awards. I would like to invite Dr. Kishore Shah, Chairman, Saurdeep Chemicals, to receive his awards at the hands of His Excellency Dr. C.V. Ananda Bose. Our next award, Professor Manik Rao M. Salunke, former VC, Central University of Rajasthan, Jaipur. Our next award, Mr. Ashwin J. Desai, Chairman, Aether Industries, Surat. Our next awardee, Mr. Ashok R. Boob, Managing Director, Clean Science and Technology, Pune. Our next awardee, Mr. Madhukar B. Parekh, Chairman, Pidilite Industries Limited. Our next awardee, Mr. Rajnikant Shroff, Founder and Chairman, UPL Limited. Ladies and gentlemen, we have another category as heroes of yesteryears, and that is the reason why we had not announced our hero, the biggest hero from yesteryears, Shri Dhirubhai Ambani ji. We have also given him the title of Rasayan Udyog Mahamaharshi. I would request Kamal Nanawat ji to come up on stage for the award that has been conferred to Shri Dhirubhai Ambani ji. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together to our next awardee. Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together for our hero of yesteryears, the legend himself, the man who's paved the way for industrial development. And I don't know how many words will be enough to speak about the legend, Shri Dhirubhai Ambani ji, Reliance Industries. We have conferred the award of Rasayan Udyog Mahamaharshi. His greatness is known to all, and the legacy continues at Reliance Industries. I would like to thank Kamal ji for receiving both the awards. And last but not the least, Rasayan Maharatna, Mr. Sorry. So we would like to now confer, last but not the least, the person behind this event, but for his exceptional contribution to the chemical industry, Professor G.D. Yadav. We have conferred the title of Rasayan Maharatna to Padma Shri Professor G.D. Yadav for his contribution, exceptional and intensive work in shaping the chemical industry. Sir, we would also like to thank you for your vision behind the success of this event to celebrate eminent personalities from the chemical industry. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we have a special address. So today, as we celebrate the remarkable milestone of 100 years of the chemical industry in India, we take this opportunity to honor the visionaries and pioneers who have shaped the landscape of chemical science and technology in our nation. It is with immense pride and gratitude that we announce the Legends of Chemistry Awards by the Honorable Governor of West Bengal, which will be conferred upon two towering figures whose contributions have left an indelible mark on the chemical science. Padma Vibhushan Professor M.M. Sharma, an icon of chemical engineering, whose groundbreaking work has inspired generations of scientists and technologists, and Padma Vibhushan Dr. R.A. Mashelkar, a visionary leader and innovator whose contributions to research, policy, and education have transformed the field of chemical science and its applications. These legends have not only advanced the frontliners of knowledge, but have also elevated India's stature on the global stage. Their dedication, innovation, and leadership continues to serve as a beacon for the scientific community and beyond. We extend our heartfelt congratulations to Professor Sharma and Dr. Mashelkar on this well-deserved recognition. Their achievements exemplify the spirit of excellence that we celebrate today, and their legacy will inspire generations to come. Let us all take a moment to reflect on their extraordinary contributions as we look forward to a future of continued innovation and progress in the chemical industry. I would now request His Excellency Dr. C.V. Ananda Bose to felicitate both these visionary leaders, Padma Vibhushan Professor M.M. Sharma and Dr. Mashelkar, as he would like to give them a special recognition from his end. Ladies and gentlemen, this special recognition is from the Governor of West Bengal himself. What a glorious moment to be recognized by the Governor himself. Thank you so much, sir. We definitely appreciate this gesture and value it. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the moment that we've been waiting for, we would request our chief guest for the evening, His Excellency Dr. C.V. Ananda Bose, to address the August gathering. But before I request him to come up, I would definitely share with you a little, or maybe not so little, I want to do justice to his profile. So Dr. Ananda Bose holds a PhD from BITS Pilani and MA in English Language and Literature from Kerala University. Dr. Bose is the recipient of prestigious Jawaharlal Nehru Fellowship. He is also the first ever fellow of the Lal Bahadur Shastri National Academy of Administration, Mussoorie. Dr. Bose has brought out 350 publications, including 50 books in various languages. He is the founder of many innovative movements, and these movements and institutions in the fields of affordable housing, good governance, healthcare, science and technology, rural development, education, gender mainstreaming, and communal harmony. An internationally renowned orator, Dr. Bose has addressed many prestigious global forums, including the UN General Assembly. Dr. Bose has won more than 100 awards, including 50 gold medals during his university days. He was the chairman of the working group which prepared the development agenda for Kerala presented to the Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi ji. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you His Excellency Dr. C.V. Ananda Bose.
Most revered Padma Vibhushan Professor M.M. Sharma, most respected Padma Vibhushan Dr. R.A. Mashelkar, Padma Shri Professor G.D. Yadav, Dr. M. Lakshmi Kantam, Dr. B.P. Godrej, Sri Nitin Gadkari ji, who was present in absentia, Honorable Chief Minister Sri Devendra Fadnavis, who was also addressed us in absentia, captains of industry, award winners, ladies and gentlemen. At the outset, let me express my profound thanks to the organizers of this program for inviting me to address this distinguished gathering. I'm also thankful to the compeer for the nice words she has spoken about me, and I wish my wife here also here to listen to those. When I was invited here to address this distinguished gathering, I knew I had to leave Bengal, where a lot of problems have cropped up. I tried to excuse myself saying that. Then I asked them, who are all participating in this? They said, Professor M.M. Sharma will be there, Dr. R.M. Ashelkar will be there. I said, then nothing is required, I will be there. It's my duty to be there. No other priority, I have to be there. Sir, as a former student of chemistry, when I come before Professor M.M. Sharma and Professor Dr. R.M. Ashelkar, I feel like an ordinary soldier, foot soldier of Mahabharata war, coming to Bhishma and Drona here. That is the stature which they have in this. Sri Rajshekharan Pillai is here, famous scientist who was chairman of the UGC. You know, he has also introduced me to the world of chemistry. I am not a scientist. As they say, as Eliot said, I am not Prince Hamlet, nor was meant to be. I am an attendant lord. I am not a scientist, I am not a chemist. But now, in front of this great stalwarts in chemistry, I would like to make a tall claim, a nostalgic claim. Sir, for my pre-degree, I stood first in the college in chemistry. So I also have my days. Every dog has his day. I can also boast. I also had a first in chemistry. But after that, I liked chemistry, but chemistry did not like me. So I joined the English language and literature. Now, I remember last time also in Kolkata, I had the privilege of sharing the dais with Professor M.M. Sharma and Dr. R.M. Ashelkar. You know, I addressed them. I was very happy that I could address such a distinguished gathering of chemical scientists and experts in the field. But one thing which really upset me was that there was a photographer, sir, if you remember, excellent photographer. You know, he will take your photograph, immediately go to the, edit it, Photoshop, and before he leave the place, he gave me the photograph. My photograph looked like an amalgamation of a blend of Amitabh Bachchan and Shah Rukh Khan. So, proudly, I showed my photograph to my wife. She looked at the photograph and said, better than the original. So, I'm scared of photographers here, but I will share a secret with you. See, as the governor of West Bengal, as all governors do, I was invited to address many conclaves and conferences like this, but I would say from the heart of my hearts, this is the most dignified, most purposeful conference I have ever addressed. Thank you very much. At the outset, let me give my humble salutations to P.C. Ray and the stalwarts like Jagdish Chandra Bose and Acharya Prabhala Chandra Ray, as you know, and also those greats of the world who enriched the science of chemistry, Madame Curie, Dmitry Mendeleev, Watson, James Watson, Linus Pauling. I pay my tributes to all of them. Now, the birth of Chemical Society, Indian Chemical Society, as you know, is from Bengal, from Calcutta. And the great strides which it has made in the last 100 years is anybody's envy. As Churchill said about the Royal Air Force, I can also speak that about Indian Chemical Society. Never before has so much been done by so few in so short a time. Never before has so much been done to so few in so short a time. This applies to the Indian Chemical Society, the great strides which you have made. You know, India today is known as a pharmacy of the world. We have petrochemicals in refineries, in green chemistry, in environmental protection, in achieving the Sustainable Development Goals SDG. Chemistry is there. From birth to death, chemistry is there. In our food, shelter, clothing, everything we need chemistry. And also one thing I found is that all chemists seem to know the chemistry of the human mind also. Because now, see, I had an experience. A young chemical scientist who was given the Young Scientist Award by Rajsharan Pillai when he was the UGC chairman. She then joined the Indian Airlines as an air hostess. You know, in the flight which came from New York to Delhi, one lady from Kerala, old lady, she came and sat in the first class. They checked up her the ticket and said, "Ma'am, your seat is in the economy, this is first class." She took the argument. I am the first one to enter this vehicle. I will decide where to sit. Others can sit elsewhere. So many air hostesses tried. Nothing was actually happening. Then this young chemical scientist, who is an air hostess now, she went and told something. She asked the captain, "Shall I try?" Captain said, "Please try." So this young chemical scientist girl, this air hostess girl, she went to the old woman and said something in her ears. Very obediently, this old woman started from the seat. With her bag, she went and sat in the economy. So everybody asked this smart chemical scientist, air hostess, "What did you really tell that old woman?" Sir, I only told her, "Ma'am, this seat goes to London. It's a back seat which goes to Delhi." So that's the chemistry of the human mind. Chemistry is not just burette and pipette. I think it is much more than that. That is why, you know, there are so many definitions about the chemistry. But I think one definition which appealed to me is that, you know, Catherine Housecroft has said, chemistry is not just about test tubes and beakers. It's about the world around us, and the ways in which we can use chemical principles to make our lives better. I repeat, chemistry is not just about test tubes and beakers. It is about the world around us and the ways in which we can use chemical principles to make our lives better. I think it's an excellent definition of chemistry, yes. From beginning to end, chemistry is there. What does a chemist do actually? What does a scientist do? How is he different from others? See, I'm not a scientist, but I worked with the scientists. I was for 4 years nearby in the atomic energy section. I was not a scientist. I was in charge of all the scientific establishments there, including Bark and Kalpakam, as an IAS officer. I don't know anything about science and technology. See, now, India's use of science and technology in areas as vastly different as atomic energy and agriculture. India is a beneficiary of science and technology. You know, it's not time for us to forget the Green Revolution. When India was ridiculed as a nation where the existence is ship-to-mouth existence, during the PL 480 days, if the American ship does not land here with grains, India would starve. From that position, if this nation has become surplus in food production, we owe it to the scientists, particularly the chemical scientists. You know, Swaminathan's Green Revolution, it was made possible because of the chemists, isn't it? Fertilizers and chemicals applied in the right time. India became a surplus state. Of course, now people criticize it for toxifying. That is why the scientists and M.S. Swaminathan himself said, from Green Revolution, we should graduate to Evergreen Revolution. I understand one of the mottos here is green science, green chemistry, green science, green environment. Yes, science is always up to the mark. I remember an incident which is said about the Prince of Ujjain. You know, Ujjain, Vikramaditya and his Navaratnas, isn't it? Thanvantari, Shabanahamara Simha Shangu, Vedala Patta Kadakarpara Kalidasa, Kyado Varahamiru, Rudu Savayam, Ratna and Vararujita Vikramas. Yes, yes, the 9 jewels there. The emperor is in his deathbed. All the courtiers say in unison, the prince is fit enough to be for his coronation as emperor. The emperor said from his deathbed, no, he is not fit enough to be emperor. Let him go out, live with the people, and learn many things from them which he has not ever learned in the palace. The prince goes out, learns many things from the poor man, the common man, the Aam Aadmi, how he thinks, how he feels, how he reacts, what are his emotions, what are his sentiments, what are his problems, what are the solutions. Then he came and reported it to the courtiers. Courtiers are extremely happy. They tell the emperor, now he has learned a lot from the people, from the subjects. He is fit enough to be king. The emperor still said no. Let him go. Let him go to the forest, be with the hermit there, learn certain things from him. The prince goes there. The hermit only tells him, listen to the voices, the sounds in the forest. Lot of sounds he has not heard. In the palace he heard, in the forest. He repeated these old sounds. Still the hermit said not enough. He again goes back. With rapt attention he listens. Then he comes back and reports to the hermit, I have learned 2 new sounds. What are those? The sound of daybreak. The sound of daybreak. The sound of honey getting filled in the flower. Then the hermit said, now you are fit enough to lead. Now you are fit enough to be king, because you could listen to the sound of silence. You can hear what others do not hear. You can see what others do not see. That is precisely what a scientist does. He sees what others do not see. He hears what others do not hear. That is what leads to all discoveries. Many of the discoveries, as you know, came out of surprise. Even Madame Curie's discovery, isn't it? When you feel that everything is lost, then the light comes. That's called the light at the end of the tunnel. I don't want to take more of your time. See, the 2 youngsters, Orville Wright and Wilbur Wright, when they toyed with the idea of a flying machine, everyone dissuaded them. Many of the scientists would have faced this dissuasion from others in the beginning. Yes, they said, leave flying to the birds. Leave flying to the birds. Orville and Wilbur Wright said, if birds can fly, so can we. If birds can fly, so can we. Since the scientists take this stand, if birds can fly, so can we. That is why the Wilbur, the brothers, Wright brothers took the stand. We have the aeroplane now. And Ford, when he was toying with the idea of the motor car, even Edison told him, this is an unworkable proposition, Mr. Ford. You join me, let's work together and have many inventions. Ford also stuck to his guns. Therefore, we have the motor car now. Impossible. Impossible is a word found only in the dictionary of fools. Napoleon said, or it is attributed to Napoleon. Napoleon never said it. But even if he denies it, nobody will accept it. But it's a fact. Every scientist feels impossible is the word found only in the dictionary of fools. Yes, that is precisely what we have to see all around us. Now we have used science and technology for the progress of India. Now the Mangalyaan, Chandrayaan, everything is there. In the first, earlier, during the Cold War, when Russia sent the first dog in space, Laika, if I'm right. Laika was the name of the dog. At that time, Khrushchev visited America. And in his speech, Kennedy was the president there. Khrushchev said, we could send a dog in the outer space. That shows the technological lead of USSR. That was a slight USA. And Kennedy did not know how to retort it. When his turn came, he said, it is true that Russia has sent a dog to the outer space. But that does not speak anything about the technological superiority. It only means within the system that is prevailing in Russia, any dog can go to any heights if there is somebody to push you around. So, when there has been a healthy competition in technology, that is what made India. So now, India is strong in science and technology. And we have to assert that we are strong. India is great in science and technology. We have to assert that India is strong. We certainly have the social commitment. The scientists have shown great social commitment. I remember 2-3 years back, there was a survey among the youngsters. Who will lead the nation? In whom do you have trust as to lead the nation? The first came scientists. New generation said, scientists are the fittest to lead this nation. You know who came last? Politician. And last but one, bureaucrat. So, science and technology is going to be the road to India's prosperity. What has changed this nation through science and technology is not just a change, it's not a metamorphosis. There are various degrees of changes, as you know. It is transformation. What is the type of transformation which has come to this nation because of the application of science and technology? See, the Nobel Laureate W. Yeats, the Irish poet, he says in his Easter 1916, all changed utterly. All changed utterly. A terrible beauty is born. Because of science and technology, you chemists in front of me, what you have done, and the award is here, you know. The award is here. All changed utterly. A terrible beauty is born in India because of the efforts of your awardees who are honored here now, you know. It's not a small thing. A nation is on the threshold of change, going to be leaders of the world. So, you know, when it comes to application of science and technology, all scientists do it for the social good. I worked in the Department of Atomic Energy, not a scientist. I was representing the government of India in CERN, where the European nuclear energy experiment is going on under the Alps, the 27-kilometer tunnel. I used to be a regular visitor there, not knowing what exactly I'm seeing. All others were scientists. I was the only non-scientist there. I also represented the government of India for 3 years in Kadrash, where, you know, the fusion energy is taking place. But they are trying to create the sun on earth. There is nothing impossible for science and technology. And chemists lead the way. That's the thing, you know, chemistry seems to be the mother of sciences, if I'm not wrong. Because everywhere we have the application, the scent of chemistry is there, the shadow of chemistry is there. So when it comes to social commitment, I would like to draw your attention to something which happened in my life. You know, in my previous birth, now I'm in the gubernatorial chair, I was an IAS officer. I was principal secretary to the Chief Minister of Kerala. The CM said, we should do something very momentous for the benefit of the tribals of the state. Some very good project. So I called the secretaries, the district collectors, the chief engineers, and asked them, what are the suggestions that you have? An excellent project for the benefit of the tribals. So many suggestions came. Then the chief engineer said, sir, these tribals have to collect minor forest produce from the forest, bring it to the local market for selling it. They have to swim across a turbulent river, especially in the hot sun. So if a bridge is built, that will be helpful for the tribals. Yes, we agreed. 10 crore was given for the bridge. And once it was completed, it was 30 crores, as always done, it happens in PWD. Day of inauguration of the bridge came. The chief minister is there, ministers are there, the panchayat members, MLAs, MPs. Somebody told me the scientists will make you drink water in public. So that's been done, you know. So chief minister and ministers are there. Media is there, visual media, the television. The television anchors, they noted, this is a bridge for the tribals. For the inauguration, tribal chief has not been invited. So everybody knew that this is going to be the banner headline tomorrow. So it was pointed out to me as a secretary to the chief minister. I looked sharp at the district collector, district magistrate. He looked dirty at the tahsildar. The tahsildar looked dart at the village officer. The village officer got a tribal chief. Then, true to the requirements of the visual media, the tribal chief was given a mantle and a wand. He looked like Ben-Hur, stepped on the annals of the Bible. The visual media asked the tribal chief, Chief, this bridge is meant for the tribals, yes. Do you like the bridge? Very much. Why do you like the bridge so much? Sir, before this bridge was built, we tribals had to swim across a turbulent river in the hot sun. Now that the bridge is there, we can swim under its shadow. That is a type of social commitment which we have shown, including the IAS, you know, are shown to the people. But scientists keep off from this. They are nothing. There are no subjective gain for them. They work for society. I've seen it around, you know. In atomic energy, Homi Bhabha used to say, you find a scientist, build your laboratory around him. Not he should be made to obey what is there dished out for him. Give the freedom to the scientist. That freedom is always there. And what I have seen in the scientific establishment is that it's a teamwork there, It's a teamwork. That selfless dedication teamwork that has gone to the transformation of this nation. The sacrifices which are done, the nation will never forget the scientists. Kudos, 3 cheers to the scientific fraternity who has made the nation what it is today. That is because there is a happy blend of vision and action in you. Before Madame Curie or P.C. Ray, before anybody, J.C. Bose, discovered something in, they had a vision of what it is going to be. See, in the Bible it is said, in the beginning was the Word was with God, and the Word was God. There is a vision which precedes action. Everything is born twice, first in the mind and then in the field. It's born in the vision of the scientists. Visionary scientists are those who contribute to society. This vision is very important, not only in science and technology, even in art and literature, Michelangelo. We see the great famous paintings, the frescoes of Michelangelo in the Sistine Chapel. Before he started painting, he had a vision of what the day of the judgment will be. Before he put brush into paint, he could visualize what he is going to paint there. That vision is very important. Similarly, before Shakespeare put his pen in ink, he had a vision of what Macbeth, what Othello, what Hamlet will be. That vision has a preceded action. That is what has made Indian scientific fraternity contribute its might to this nation, where the nation can proudly say, all change utterly, a terrible beauty is born. The mind, Milton says, the mind is its own place, and in itself can make a heaven of hell or a hell of heaven. The mind is its own place, and in itself can make a heaven of hell or a hell of heaven. You have a happy blend of vision and action. That is what has led to the transformation of this nation. I gave you 2 promises that I will not take more of your time. Third promise I'll certainly honor. That I remember one incident where I had a discomfiture. I was district collector of a district called Kollam, that equivalent to the district magistrate here. There we had something like this, an interfaith dialogue. Speakers from all over the world were there. Not only spiritual leaders, but also scientists were there. There, one day, it was a turn of Swami Chinmayananda. Have you heard of Swami Chinmayananda? His discourse on Gita, Bhagavad Gita is very famous. So I know him. I also heard of his discourses. I heard his discourses. And being the local collector, I thought I'll go and pay my respects to them like I came here to pay my respects to stalwarts, Mashelkarji and Sharmaji. I went there. Then thousands of people have gathered there. Religious conference, An announcement came. Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please. The flight of Swami Chinmayananda has been delayed by 1 hour. Okay. Next announcement was, in the meantime, our district collector Anand Bose will speak to you. My God, without any warning, asked to address an audience, thousands of strong audience. I asked the organizers, what is the subject? You know what was the subject? Dialectical materialism and the essence of Indian philosophy. I didn't understand a thing. If you understood, please tell me after this. But anyway, the announcement having been made, I started speaking on dialectical materialism and the essence of Indian philosophy. 15 minutes somehow passed. Then I got a chit. I was very relieved. When you get a chit during speech competition, I was also looking whether chit is coming. When you get a chit, it means please wind up. You know what was written in the chit? It was written, Swamiji's flight has been delayed by 1 more hour, please speak on. That is scene number 1. Scene number 2, the compeer said I got 100 gold medals or whatever it is. The low-cost housing technology. There is an organization called Nirmidi Kendra Building Center, which I started when I was district collector. Started by all, not by me. I just happened to lead it. That organization got the Global Best Practice Award by the United Nations. So I was invited to receive the award. I went to New York. I received the award. I also given 3 minutes to speak in the UN General Assembly. I was very glad. I was resting in a hotel in Manhattan, where I got a long distance call from Kerala. In that time, this mobile was not very much popular. A long distance call. On the other end, I could know it's an old lady. She told me, am I speaking to Dr. Anand Bose? I said, yes, ma'am. Doctor, I need your help. Please tell me, ma'am. Doctor, for the last 3 days, I am not able to sleep. I need your help. I thought, ma'am, she thought I am a medical doctor because Dr. Bose is there. So I said, ma'am, I am not a medical doctor. I know everything about you, Dr. Bose. You are district collector here. And, I am Stella De Cruz, who was a professor of English at that time in Fatima College. Stella, ma'am, how are you? How is your health? Oh, no, health is not good. I am not able to sleep, I told you. Then I didn't know what to do. I said, ma'am, do you have hypertension, blood pressure? Yes, I have hypertension. Are you in the habit of taking sleeping pills? Yes, I am in the habit of taking sleeping pills. Maybe you have forgotten to take the sleeping pills in the last 3 days. That's why you're not stable. No, I took a phenobarbital 500 mg. What can I do, ma'am? You see, when you are district collector here, you gave a speech on dialectical materialism, and so 1 minute after you started to speak, I started sleeping. Can you repeat the speech once again? So I don't. I don't want you to say that. More than that, Now in West Bengal, I happen to be chancellor of many universities. I take education very, very seriously. So I go to all the universities to the extent possible to give the convocation address. One day, I gave a convocation address, encouraged by the audience. I kept on speaking for 1 hour. At the end of it, I said, because youngsters in front of me, so I told them, we need educational reform, we need industrial reform, we need social reform, we need cultural reform. A student told me from the audience, but you need some chloroform. Before I say that, thank you very much, and I inaugurate this event. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, as they say, a great orator is a great storyteller. And I'm sure everyone has been glued to this speech. And sir, I can vouch for the fact that we could hear you all evening. And I know you have limitations on time, but I would like to thank His Excellency Dr. C.V. Ananda Bose for sharing his valuable time. And not just time, these nuggets of knowledge and also thought-provoking words that he shared with us. We are really appreciative of your time today with us. And I would now request, for his felicitation, I'm going to request Indian Chemical Society President, Padma Shri Professor G.D. Yadav, to felicitate His Excellency Dr. C.V. Ananda Bose with a token of remembrance of this 100-year chemistry industry token that we are presenting as a memento. I would like to thank dignitaries on the dais, and now I would like to request Professor Lakshmi Kantam to deliver the word of thanks for this part of the program. Professor Lakshmi Kantam, Chair NOC, 100 Years of Chemistry Celebration. Dr. B.P. Godrej, Professor of Green Chemistry and Sustainability Engineering, ICT Mumbai, and former Director, CSIR, IICT Hyderabad.
Good evening to you all, and His Excellency and Professor Sharma, Professor Mashelkar, and Professor G.D. Yadav. On behalf of the organizing committee, I would like to express my deepest gratitude to each one of you for being a part of this historic celebration of 100 years of chemistry in India. And your presence, enthusiasm, and contributions helped make this event a truly memorable occasion. As we look back on the century of the groundbreaking discoveries, innovation, and progress in the field of chemistry, it is important to acknowledge the tremendous efforts of all those who have shaped the landscape of science in our country. This event was a tribute to their legacy as well as a celebration of the continued strides that the Indian scientific community is making in shaping the future. We are especially grateful for the insightful lectures, discussions, and presentations that enriched in the event and helped deepen our understanding of the profound impact chemistry had in shaping various industries as well as society at large. Thank you once again for your participation and support in making this celebration a success, and we hope to continue the journey of fostering scientific knowledge, collaboration, and excellence in the years to come. Jai Hind.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we had announced the Legends of Chemistry Award on behalf of His Excellency Dr. C.V. Ananda Bose, most important point that got missed out was that that award carries a citation, a trophy, and a cash prize of rupees 1 lakh to both the visionaries on behalf of His Excellency Dr. C.V. Ananda Bose.
Sorry for interjecting. You know, sir, what a wonderful gesture you have done on behalf of the West Bengal government. Never, because our society was born in Calcutta. Acharya P.C. Ray, you know, he did everything. And this Brahmarshi means the most knowledgeable person. Rasayan Brahmarshi and Rasayan Maharshi, they are here. And you honor them with 1 lakh rupee award. We cannot imagine this. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a big hand. You know, I also requested Honorable, Governor Saab that we are building Acharya Bhavan. Society got a land in Calcutta in 1967. We have not been able to build it because lack of funding and all. Now it was brought to my attention. It is costing about 10 crore rupees. We have got all the plans, everything, but we cannot access it. Everything is surrounded by jhopadis, the hutmen. So we are trying to get it. And we appeal to the industry. In 3 years, 3 financial years, you can do contribution under CSR. And we will build this Acharya Bhavan. We will attach your name to that. So XYZ Acharya Bhavan. And I will request, sir, to help us in getting access into that. And Honorable Governor told me that he will do it when he goes back. So our grateful thanks to him. Sir, we are overwhelmed. Not only you gave a fantastic speech, this reform is needed. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, President, Indian Chemistry Society, Padma Shri Professor G.D. Yadav, for your wonderful words. And I would again like to thank His Excellency C.V. Ananda Bose for this warm gesture. It's a big gesture for the industry, and we are completely indebted. And I would now request everyone to rise for the national anthem.
जन गण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंधु गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल गंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंगा तब शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तब जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Ladies and gentlemen, we would continue with the awards and felicitation. However, as His Excellency has other commitments, we will just wait while he leaves. And I would also request, in the meantime, for President, Indian Chemical Society, Dr. G.D. Yadav, along with Professor M.M. Sharma and Dr. R.A. Mashilkar, to please remain on stage with us for the next set of award presentations.